or?
Wait, I kind of do.
Okay.
Like, so what would happen if it was like when they diverge? Like, would like a place like turn into an ocean? Like, say that, like, you know? Sorry.
I personally don't.
Isn't that how the trenches are for?
Yeah, the divergent is more like when that happens underwater. So like
Okay.
trenches would form and like underwater volcanoes and stuff like that.
Okay.
That was a good question. Anyone else have a question? Okay, so let's go over some of the misconceptions that are associated with this. Do y'all have any like ideas of maybe what misconceptions might be like?
Well, on this, if I had not watched that video prior to, or like even like when I was reading it, I feel like somebody could say like a bird picked up the organism and dropped it, just because like birds do pick up things with their mouth and then they do like drop them. And I feel like that could have like, you could validate, even though it's not right, you could still validate as to why you think that prior to like knowledge.
Anybody else have?
And if we didn't watch the video, all of them make sense in some form. So,
Yeah. That's what, when I did the pro before we had the modeling, I actually said it was the bird. Just because not only does it make sense, but birds, I mean, they do pick up stuff and drop it other places, but
I mean, it could have been that too, but just considering the circumstance, the circumstance here is like points to Rosa.
okay, so do you guys have any more like ideas of what the misconceptions might be before I read them to you? Okay, so one of the biggest ones is about fossils. A lot of kids think that fossils are just dead animals or plants, but that's not necessarily true. Like, we can have fossils of shells or trees and stuff like that. Another thing that we proved in this is that fossils of tropical plants cannot be found in cold or dry areas, and we know that's not true from what we did. And then another one is that continents do not move. But
They clearly do.
they do, because like way back, all the continents were one. I forget what that thing was called.
Pandora.
Pangea.
Pandora.
Pandora's interesting too.
Where they were all connected as one. So we obviously know that they move.
I was so confident.
And another misconception is that fossils only represent bones and shells of extinct animals, and that soft tissue can never be fossilized. So I think there was one time where like they had found a woolly mammoth, like the whole thing, like frozen in the ice. So like that shows that, I mean, soft tissue can be preserved. I think my anthropology teacher told us about this man who had been preserved, which was super gross, but it's fine. So if you guys don't have any more questions,
good job.
Yay.
This one